Hey there, so I wanted to buy a property.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. James Williams has some of the best properties in New York. May I have your name and email to get started with the appointment?
Yeah, of course, my name is Diego and my email is max@max.com.
Great, Diego. Now, which day would you like to have the appointment? Just a reminder, James works from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh, let's say on Thursday.
Let me check his availability for Thursday. Just a moment. Okay, James is available from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Thursday. Which hour would you like to have the appointment?
Okay, so let's say probably at 9 a.m.
Perfect choice. Let me book the appointment for you at 9 a.m. on Thursday. Just a
Real
confirm.
estate agents is one of the industries which can take more advantage of AI voice agents, specifically of AI voice appointment setters. So today I'm gonna do a walkthrough of how an AI voice appointment setter for real estate agents is built, as I did already for some of them and different real estate investment groups. So without further ado, let's go into it. So guys, here we are in Retell, ready to start this AI voice appointment setter for real estate agents. So in this case, let's just log in or create an account and let's go inside. So here we are in Retell, and our main objective, as we know with this agent, is to book appointments and to answer frequently asked questions with our assistant. So for that purpose, what we're gonna do is use a single prompt agent starting from blank. So I'm gonna create it. Okay, once here, what we're gonna do actually is change the GPT model. In my opinion, one of the best options we have is 4.0, meaning with the fast tier, because it gives us the ability of not spend a lot of money. It's less than 0.001 dollars, and it's also really good in latency. What we're also gonna do is click here on the wheel, and we're gonna change here the settings of the voice. So first of all, we want it to be a bit calm, because that way it's gonna be a bit more realistic. We also want to increase the voice volume so that it's heard better, and the voice speed we can leave it like that. Regarding the voice model, we're gonna try to change it to Level Labs Turbo V2.5, because it actually works better in my opinion. Our objective here for real estate agencies that this AI voice agent sounds realistic. So I'm gonna save it. Another important part when an AI voice agent wants to sound realistic is the voice. So right now we have the default that it's Simo, but if we go to the Level Labs voice library, here we can choose of all the other voice. So yeah, all the real estate agents that are listening to this video, I want to tell you that chill out guys, we can choose the voice that you want to make it as realistic as you want. So we're gonna go here inside the library to filters, and then we're gonna choose first of all the language. We want it to be English, but we have tons of different languages. If you actually are gonna pretend to build it in another language, we're also gonna choose conversational, as that's the objective of the voice, and we're gonna use female as it's the category actually that sounds more realistic. I'm gonna apply here the filters. We're gonna see what we are gonna have. So we have several voices here of different accents. The good part is that we can choose the accent that we are looking for. We can come here and we can choose between American, Australian, British, all these parts. Well, I'm gonna use in this case American, and I'm gonna apply the filters again. So here we have more narrowed voices, and we're gonna start testing them to see which one we are gonna use.
Okay, so this might sound silly, but I just got this weird sparkly feeling in my chest, and I think I'm actually falling in love.
I don't really like it. Let's try the next ones.
I'm your fun, hip narrator with a thoroughly modern feel. I'm great for podcasts, commercials, videos, either.
The 90s were fun because it was a time full of new trends, creativity, and pop.
So essentially, well, what I'm trying to say is that you deserve more, because it's not your fault that they can't make up their minds about you.
I actually like this one. I actually like Nova. So what we have to do is click on the three dots and copy the voice ID. Then we're gonna go back to Retell AI, and I'm gonna add here the custom voice, and I'm gonna paste here the voice ID. There you go. So I'm gonna choose the one Nova. I'm gonna save, and when it's saved, let's continue with the settings. So next step is gonna be to come here to speech settings, and we're gonna change the background sound, which right now is off, but the background sound makes AI voicing it more realistic in my opinion. So we are gonna choose from all these that we have here. We can choose in this case the coffee shop. Then the responsiveness is how fast the AI responds to what the user said. In my opinion, responding really fast is not so realistic, so I'm gonna decrease it to 0.99. There you go. Interruption sensitivity is how sensitive the AI is to the user interrupting him. So the AI here is gonna stop when he senses that the user has interrupted it. So I'm gonna actually increase it a bit to 0.94. Enable backchanneling, we're gonna do it because this means that it's gonna use human expressions like yeah, haha, eh. I'm gonna actually write them here. There you go. There you go, perfect. And with this, we finish inside the speech settings. But inside call settings, we have something to change. Voicemail detection, really important, guys, to detect when there's a voicemail. I'm gonna put to hang up if reaching to voicemail to avoid problems with voicemail between the AI and the voicemail. Then the keypad, we're not gonna use it in this case, so I'm gonna toggle it off. And of course, let's leave it again in 2 minutes. Max call duration, we don't want the call to last more than 8 minutes and 0.4 for example. And pause before speaking is the time that the AI takes to start saying the first message. So let's take into account that when a call is sent to a person, it takes a while of them getting the phone, accepting it, and getting it to their ear. That's why we're gonna leave a bit of pause, like around 0.8 seconds, so that it sounds the message when the user has already the phone in their ear. Perfect. So with this set, we have everything settled inside call settings, and we can go directly to add the function of check calendar availability and book an appointment inside the calendar. And for that, we're gonna go directly into call.com, which is a similar app to Calendly, and it can be connected to Google Calendar and Outlook Calendar, a really good advantage. So with this, we're gonna use it to check our availability in certain hours and book our availability in certain hours that we say inside call.com, so we can choose which hours we can book inside. So with this set, we're gonna log in, or in this case create an account, and let's go inside. Okay, so once here, what we are gonna do is go to our main event, the one that you have already created, or if not, you can click here to create a new one. So I'm gonna go inside, and we have to get, as you can see here, when we add a check calendar availability there, we are gonna find here the event type ID, and for that we have to go back to call.com and go to the link that we have here and take the number that we have after event types and the bar and the interrogation mark. I'm gonna copy it, in this case here it is, and bring it here. As simple as that. We're gonna change the time zone. I'm gonna change it to my time zone, depends on yours, you can put it. I'm gonna put mine, that is Europe, Madrid. And the API key from call.com is really important. So for that, what we have to do is actually come to our settings of call.com, and here we're gonna find our API keys. Here you can create a new one, and once you have created, you are gonna add here the API key. Okay, so once we have saved the function, we're gonna go then to book on the calendar, and here we're gonna include again exactly the same. We're gonna go to call.com, we're gonna go back to our event, and in this case we're gonna get again the same number from the event type ID. There you go. Oh, I think I copied it wrong, but not, it's perfect. So now I'm gonna put the time zone, there you go, and put here my API key and save, and that's how we will have finished adding the function. With this done, what we are gonna add later is the welcome message, to put it in define begin message, and here we're gonna decide exactly what message the agent has to say. And from there on, I'm gonna go right now to create the prompt, to add it here and make it work how we want with the instructions and everything. So I'm gonna go into it. Okay, so I just added actually the prompt and the first message. So right now we are actually ready to go. I'm gonna actually apply my number to the agent. What you have to do actually is come to phone numbers, and here you can add here, you can buy a new one from Twilio or Telnix. It's really easy actually, you won't need to do any complex things, or if not, you can connect one via SAIP from Twilio, Bonus, or these places. So what you have to do in this case, if you wanna outbound call agent to send calls. You just come here and you're just gonna select the agent that you want. In this case, we're gonna go with inbound call agent, as that's exactly what we want. So I'm gonna choose in this case the agent that I just created, which is this one, and we are ready to go. By the way, remember guys that if we come back to our agent here and we want to collect the transcripts and the recordings of the calls, we would just have to add here a webhook settings, which I have just shown in other videos so that you can take a look actually in ones of the that you're gonna see up there. But if not, just gonna explain you briefly. You just have to go to anything or make, put a webhook here and connect it to a Google Sheet. And with that said, I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna call with my phone the number and let's see how this AI voice appointment setter works. So I'm gonna just call the number and let's listen the call to test it. Let's go. There you go. Fine.
Hey there, I am Bob, the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams. How can I help you?
Hi there. So yeah, I actually wanted to buy a property from James.
Oh, that's fantastic. James Williams has some of the best properties in New York. So may I have your name and email to get started with the appointment?
Yeah, of course. My name is Diego and my email is max@max.com.
Great to meet you, Diego. Now, which day would you like to have the appointment? Just a reminder, James works from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh, so let's go for example with Wednesday.
Let me check James's availability for Wednesday. Okay, so James is available all day on Wednesday. What time would you like to schedule the appointment?
Let's go with, for example, 12 p.m.
Booking the appointment for Diego at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. It seems there was an issue with the phone number I provided. Could you please share your phone number so I can complete the booking?
Yeah, it's plus 34 666 666666.
Thank you, Diego. Let me book the appointment for you now. Just a moment.
Yes, please.
Booking the appointment for Diego at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. The appointment has been successfully booked for you, Diego. You'll be meeting with James on Wednesday at 12 p.m. He'll reach out to you soon to discuss the details. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.
Perfect. Appreciate it. Bye. There you go, guys. This has been the test to prove that it really works. An AI voice appointment setter for real estate agents. You have down in the description a link to book a call with me, free consultation. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. This has been all for the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you learned how an AI voice appointment setter for real estate agents is built. And if you are a real estate agent, don't hesitate to book a call with me. I can really help you to automate those voice calls that you have. Again, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.